So this is part 2 of the Restoring Balance, Living in Alignment. We just started to recap what exactly happens when you are truly out of alignment, not in balance with yourself. So we learned the physical, mental, spiritual symptoms that are associated with when we are out of alignment with our true selves, our highest timeline, our true human design. We learned that in order to make the best possible decision for ourselves, we must regulate the body, aka the nervous system, first. In order to do so, we have to address the pain. Yes, that means trauma, past traumas from childhood even. We have to address the pain in order to clear the pain, which equals regulation. We also learned that we must decide. We have to make critical, value-led decisions based on what we know will benefit us best. We learned the very simple, very basic algorithm of life that when we put our foot out, when we decide, when we start making decisions and we start taking action on those decisions, the road will rise to meet us. Therefore, true alignment, true balance means living in our truth, unapologetically telling our story. And in part 1, I asked you, what is your greatest struggle in the moment currently? What are you struggling with most mentally, physically, spiritually? So now I will ask you, what are your values? What do you value about yourself, your life, the most? What is okay with you versus what's not? What boundaries do you have for yourself? So this is part 2. We will learn what exactly boundaries are, what exactly boundaries mean, how to implement them, and how to advocate for them and ourselves. So let's get into the topic of boundaries, how to set them, what it actually means, how to implement them, and so on. And I will provide a live example. So first we must understand that boundaries are for ourselves, not for other people. The only person who can honor a boundary truly, wholly, and completely is you yourselves. So, finally, the example. If you say, I will go out with friends, but I am not going to stay out past 9 o'clock, and you end up staying out past 9 o'clock, but you blame every one of your friends in your friend group for you, yes, you, the viewer, staying out past 9 o'clock, that is not their fault, that is your fault because you did not honor that. You may have stated, hey guys, I'm setting this boundary that I am not going to be out past 9 o'clock, but it's not their job for them to honor that. It is for you to honor that. Now apply that to any other boundary you could set for yourself or with another person. So again, I will ask, what are your values? What do you value most about yourself? What do you value most about your experience here as a spiritual being inhabiting a human body? I want you to quite literally make a physical list that you can look at and review whenever the time arises. Another thing you need to write down immediately and make a list on, and it's another question that I will ask you because we've already gotten this far in the program. What is one thing that I can do right now? So this is a action question. What is one thing that I can take action on right now to put that foot forward so that the road can rise to meet me? Listen, I wanted to keep this simple and I wanted to keep it as quick as possible. So if it's all choppy and I'm seeming like I'm all over the place, please rewatch and save the video if you can. I had a lot of technical difficulties today. So that's something that I will be working through. That's something that I need to work through. That's something that I need to work on. I need to learn certain systems better. That's accountability and responsibility. So I'll just get into the final talking points of today's program. When it comes to balance and alignment and understanding the algorithm of life, you must create simple, predictable routines, but you also need to have the understanding, the knowing, the awareness to not be hard on yourself when anything and everything that you set out and plan to do doesn't go exactly how you planned it to go. Give yourself grace, give yourself love in those moments. Another note too is to realize that lack of motivation, lack of purpose, this ties into the depression and anxiety segment that I talked about in the first part of the program. Realizing that lack of motivation and purpose leads to the symptoms of depression and instability, which lives in the root chakra and the sacral chakra. In the first part, we learned that depression and anxiety, crown, third eye areas, is a heavy influx of abundant information that has no channel, no outlet to flow through and to be stored, be kept, be abundant, be utilized. So when we have the realization that depression, anxiety, and even feelings of stagnancy and being stuck are all related to lack of motivation, purpose, and very simple routines, just having that knowing can be an action step forward. You just need to match up to it. Be selfish with your time and your energy. That goes along with the topic of honoring boundaries and honoring yourself. So here's your final little bit of homework. I want you to figure out your current largest misalignment. Next, I want you to write one sentence with, or that follows up with that misalignment. But what is the aligned version of that misalignment? So I want you to write one misalignment and then the opposite of that misalignment. Like the good versus the bad, or the bad versus the good. What is the good that can come out of that misalignment? How can you flip the current shitty situation that you're in? What does that look like? Then I want you to couple that with one boundary, one solid boundary that you know for a fact you can honor right now in this moment. And then, of course, to honor that, to follow that up, what is the one step forward action that you will take to put that into play, put that into motion? I know this was really quick. I know that this today didn't go as planned, but it turned out exactly how it needed to be, and I know that, and I will honor that for its entirety. Just the fact that I'm able to speak to all of you and provide you with this message in the program, I am so blessed, and I am so honored to be able to do that for you. Drop any comments, questions below in the comments, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. I will leave some links down in the comments, and obviously you can check out my bio if you need further help with this. I would love to help you. So, Sage and Spirit is out of this motherfucker. This was the Restoring Balance, Living in Alignment, semi-live program. Okay, love you. Bye.